Hey there, YouTube! Welcome back to another video. Motiv here, and of course today we're checking out a new FLEEKAZOID flick. Black Ops 7 cucked by our creators. Are we really that surprised? Like, genuinely, are we really surprised that Arc Raiders turned out to be a better game than Blob 7? I'm not. I could see how dog water it was from a mile away. But, that's beside the point. Let's go!
Oh, no, I didn't come looking for no Call of Duty. I came here looking for that Matt booty. Call of Duty was once the gold standard for historical shooters, flawlessly weaving history into a linear action game that captivated you.
Stop, baby.
Now, we're dropping space machetes out of the sky on Menendez while they...
Wait, I'm sorry. We're doing what now?
Out of the sky on Menendez.
We're dropping giant cartoony machetes. This is a boss fight? Boss fight? What?
While they blast mariachi music because he's a spicy quesadilla. All people wanted was a shoot-a-man game where a guy that looks like a shoulder is shooting another guy that looks like a soldier. So what does Call of Duty do? They make me fight zombies on a fucking Smash Bros map. What does Battlefield do? Make money. What does Arc Raiders do? People call me slurs while they beg for their lives. It reminds me of my youth. Call of Duty?
Oh, dude. We had no idea how good we had it back in the day. Oh my god. If I knew the slop to come after the golden era, oh man, my heart would break again.
Call of Duty? There should have been a call of players. Ain't nobody playing this shit. Between them and Five Guys and Battlefield, gamers don't have money for anything else. And even if they did, this game's greatest achievement is proving Activision can count to 7. This campaign is so bad that you get a free mode for...
What the hell? Y'all playing zombies as a part of the campaign? Or is it...
beating it, but only 3 people ended up doing that, so they had...
Treyarch is opening up Call of Duty Black Ops 7 endgame extraction shooter to everyone after realizing that most people probably won't finish the campaign. Yeah, on top of the fact that most people probably won't buy the game in the first place, but, you know, that's a whole different story entirely. They know no one wants to play that shit.
Had to open it up to everyone, and by everyone, I mean the 6 other people that played it through Game Pass. For reference,
right?
The campaign is 3 hours long. People can't make it through 3 hours. Black Ops 4.
Oh, that's so painful. The game, the story mode is only 3 hours long, and people don't even want to play through that. That tells you everything.
Had a better campaign than this. If you don't know, that game didn't have a campaign. You are now in on the funny. You may laugh.
That is funny.
Here's a fun fact. Arc Raiders tripled every Call of Duty's player count, proving that if you just put proximity chat in a game, people will endure anything. If Arc Raiders feels like Sisyphus, Black Ops 7 feels like syphilis. Now, I'm not a big hyperbolizer, I don't like to hyperbolize things, but the brain rot that this game has inflicted upon me will permanently impact the course of my bloodline.
What the fuck is this? Some demonic play. This isn't the story? This is a part of the campaign. Call of Duty, a franchise well storied for honoring veterans, touching up on the horrors of war, or being set in a more war-torn setting of either past, present, or future, and now they're just doing this shit. Like, the zombie storyline aside, it's its own entity, and it makes sense. This is just some random shit they threw in. What the hell?
But it could be worse. I played this game for 5 hours and still got a refund.
Based gaming, based Steam. 5 hours is well past the return period, and they were still giving them out because they knew. They knew. Based Steam.
Aben, you sexy beast. Just for you, I'm gonna go buy 5 more games that I won't play. Buy a couple throw pillows for the super yacht. On me. And to any
give me super pillows on me. Now, I'll go for that same money, for $70, I'll go buy Clair Obscure and Hollow Knight and Silksong. Every single one of those games by themselves would be of better quality and also be longer than the story mode on Black Ops. I'm just saying, spend your money better, folks.
Remaining Black Ops defenders out there, I'm sorry, but 3 hours is not normal size. It is below average, and something like that would never satisfy
What
anyone.
is
If you
this
hear that,
crap?
You don't have to keep lying to yourself like this. It won't get any bigger. To get us started, they removed all the fun because it was getting in the way of the cash shop. How can they expect to sell Nicki Minaj skins if the campaign has a pause button? This campaign is a gateway drug to Warzone. They put you on...
Oh, that's right. You can't even pause the campaign. There is no single player. You're always online. You can't pause. It's designed for you to play with other people. Now, if it was an option, sure, I'm all for it. But it's only multiplayer. Yikes, dude. What the fuck were they thinking?
a Warzone map, they have you using Warzone mechanics, and they even shove you into a multiplayer lobby so you get used to being disappointed by your teammates. I'm just trying to make it through this bullshit, and now I've got to wait for my teammate to come back from being AFK so I can progress the story.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Wow, I'm sitting in the final boss area for 15 minutes waiting to progress. I'm just thinking the game broke, right? Wrong. Turns out my teammate can't figure out the fucking where's my water minigame. I yell at him, but he's probably 8 years old. And on top of that, they let your teammate...
Average Call of Duty player's IQ well below the threshold, believe.
Talk during cutscenes, so now their stunning insight is not exclusive to multiplayer.
Every major city from Beijing to New York.
So I say fuck it, I'll just go...
There's no way that's real, man. The ceiling bird, no.
Play this solo. At least I can pause in solo. And that's when the ghost of Bobby goes, you can't pause. So I walk away from my computer to take a lunch break, do a little light reading, came back, kicked for inactivity. So now when I gotta take a piss, I gotta do it during the cutscenes. But now here's the problem. When I go to get up, we're in some traditional Japanese gardens, and when I sit back down, I see a reminder to refund this shit as soon as I finish. I didn't know all that booty speak about competing with TikTok.
What the
We're
hell?
gonna start turning the games into brain
What
rot.
is
We're gonna have
this?
bosses in Black Ops 8. Cappuccino, assassino, chimpanzini, bananini, tralalero, tralala, tung 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 sahur, burr burr patapino.
Tung tung
It's real
sahur.
loose and soft right now, booty. I need you tight and firm, all right, booty? I don't want any loose booty around here. I want a nice, tight booty at the helm. You understand me? Anyway, I'm getting off track. These constant boss fights are completely fucking stupid. The big boss in Modern Warfare 2 was a guy with a mustache.
Oh.
Now it is a Michael Rooker Kaiju. A Michael Rooker Kaiju that stole Bowser's entire moveset, by the way. The Rings of Fire, the Flaming Breath.
See, what is this crap? They really think they're Fortnite. They genuinely think they're Fortnite. They're not Fortnite. It's Call of fucking Duty. I don't have the words.
Nintendo's coming for booty.
Yeah, get him.
That came out wrong. Nintendo's coming for booty's ass, and it's gonna be a mess. So long, Gay Harper. When I saw this,
Get
I
'em!
set the controller down. I had to go touch grass and think about life. I'm starting to question if Call of Duty was ever a good franchise. I came back, now I'm watching Frank Woods' Vietnam vet turn into a giant flower monster. I know...
Okay. When you look at stuff like this, and without any inkling of how Call of Duty used to be in the past, yeah, you would assume that it's actually, like, really bad and wondering how the hell it got this far. But then you play some of the good old games and you're like, oh my god, these games actually had substance. They actually had character. The characters were good. The story was good. You could get a good story, a great campaign, and then hours and hours and hours and hours out of a solidly built multiplayer that wasn't busted in many other shapes and forms. Like, we were spoiled and we didn't know it. We were so spoiled.
For a fact, this was never a good franchise. I don't know how the fuck people thought that this could beat Battlefield 6. They couldn't even beat the allegation. This is a Call of Duty game, and I'm fighting enemies straight out of Borderlands. I'm fighting spiders, ghouls, dinosaurs, clankers. This game used to be a serious game about serious things.
God damn it.
And their health bars are preposterous. I have to dump our entire defense budget into every enemy. Look at how many bullets these clankers eat. Yeah, it's fine when Orc Raiders does it. We like them. We don't like you. I just wanted to make that clear. Look at...
Dude, turning Call of Duty into a bullet sponge fest was the worst thing that probably happened to this. Besides all the monetization and the laziness on the script writing and the game design side of things.
This shotgun. 1, 2, 3. Fuck you, Activision. The weapons do so little damage, I might as well throw these metal shaker cups at them. Now the cans on this can will get me canned on YouTube, so check out the link below using code BAILMONEY for 10% off.
I like that plug.
Even they knew the campaign was boring. How do I know this? They spam notifications every 3 seconds just to keep you from falling asleep mid-reload. Half the time they do it right in the middle of important dialogue. Can you imagine if the old games did that?
Oh no.
Call.
Oh my god. What the hell?
In other news, Activision was caught using AI to make the banner images, and people...
And then there's this shit. This. The AI generated slop for the stuff in-game. And people are just excusing this. Like, really? Really? What? And people are still buying this. Everything included. And this. And people are still buying this. Are we just blissfully ignorant of how fucking terrible this game is? Like, genuinely? There's nothing redeeming about this. Like, period. If you're gonna stoop this low and not want to pay people on your payroll already to make this stuff that have already been doing it for years, you're just greedy. They're not hurting for money. They can afford to make good games.
Were shocked. If they're gonna use AI to make the banner images, I'm gonna use Gork AI to review their use of AI. Here we go. Adolf. Alright, that's enough. Pimps, this is billion-dollar slop. They're gonna cut costs wherever the fuck they can. By next year, Activision's HR department is gonna be replaced by a Google Doc that just says, stop it. You used AI like this when you should have used AI like this. Do you see what you did wrong, Booty?
Yeah, see, the usage of the AI in Arc Raiders is different. The people that they sampled the voices from to create that AI gave their permission to use those samples. That's the main difference. They gave themselves. They agreed to it. And it's fine because stuff like this was already in video games for the longest time. The stuff that Arc Raiders was doing, just in a different fashion. So, no, this is acceptable. Trying to generate creative works without the permission of the artist that you are scraping for inspiration, like Ghibli, for example, like a lot of the things that I've noticed where, yeah, no, that's just straight up wrong and it's stealing.
As for the story, rumor has it they used AI to write that too, which would explain why half the campaign feels like a fever dream directed by ChatGPT.
Wouldn't surprise me.
3-4 locos and a head injury. As for the multiplayer, I gave up on all that when they started micromanaging your fun with skill-based matchmaking. It always goes like this. The enemy team gets 4 sweats, and my team gets 4 people who installed the game by accident. After just an astonishing launch, Activision is thanking the fans for all the positive feedback, and they've actually chosen me to personally thank them. So let's do it. This game gave me acne, AIDS, allergies, Alzheimer's, just an embarrassing release in an embarrassing game. Activision thanks you, West 1107. Anal itching, anxiety disorders, arthritis, asthma. This guy says thanks to everybody for using code BAILMONEY with this close. Autism, asbestos, bad breath. I got scammed.
Oh my god.
Yes, you did. And Activision thanks you for it. Bacterial vaginosis, benign prostate hyperplasia. That's French. Bipolar disorder, bone cancer, bone placement disorder. This franchise's eyes is dead. I couldn't have said it better myself. Brain cancer, brain damage.
Absolutely true.
Bronchitis. Thumbs up.
Absolutely true. I need to circle back for a hot minute. Like, this is what Call of Duty's come to. Now, there are multiple reasons why it's like this now. Yes, the majority of the blame lies on Activision and the way they make these games, the way they have made these games for the longest time. Ever since Black Ops 3 onwards, they have not been, you might get a couple good things out of the Call of Duty games here and there, but the majority of it was just not good. Whether it was story, whether it was multiplayer, whether it was endgame content besides multiplayer. You pick it, there was more wrong with it than good. But you know who else is a contributing factor to these games still being bad? The consumer. Because the majority of the people who buy COD and play COD, majority, not all, are brain-rotted idiots who don't look any further than the cover art for things like that. They don't look at the flaws. They don't look at the moral obligation of, you know, what's involved with what made this game. They don't care about the AI crap. They don't care about any of that. They'll just play it because, oh, Call of Duty, I have to play it. I don't want to address the things wrong with it. I don't want to be wrong. Massive copium. This franchise hasn't been good in over a decade. I'm sorry. It just has not. But big shout out to FLEEKAZOID. Great video. Go check him out. I got a link to him in the description. But yeah. In other words, save your $70, chat. Don't buy this game, for fuck's sake. Speak with your wallets, people. If we want good games from any studio that started making slop, like Activision and Call of Duty, you have to speak with your wallet. Don't buy the slop. It's really that simple. It's really hard for a lot of people because they don't like to think about it. They're in copium. They don't want to admit that the game franchise they used to love is absolute dog shit now. But it's important that we do that we speak with our wallet, so that games like this, franchises like this, can potentially be saved before they reach ruin and then get abandoned. But in any case, thank y'all for watching so much. Make sure you check out my socials in the description below. Let me know down in the comments below if you want me to check anything out specifically. If you like this reaction, if you didn't like this reaction. And also, smash that like and subscribe button. And until then, I will see you in the next video or stream. Ta-ta!